Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This video, I'm going to talk about anime in general, to be honest with you. It's my favorite medium of all time, and I think as a genre and as a thing to watch, it's one of the best things you can have. The reason I love anime so much is because the storytelling is just on another level. It's on a level that I don't think it gets credit for. I don't think it gets the love it deserves. Because, the stuff, yes, there's some weird shit in anime. I'm not gonna sit here and say there's not. There's a lot of weird, over sexualization in anime and manga and in Japanese media. They do that a lot, not gonna lie. But they have some of the greatest stories I've ever witnessed in my entire life through anime. When I say that, I mean, One Piece is a great example of that. It's a story of adventure and dreams, and the stuff it teaches you is on another level that nothing I don't think America would ever come up with. And the whole, he wants to be the pirate king, trace your dreams. It makes you believe you can do whatever you want to do, and but also it teaches you not everything's just gonna be spoon fed for you. You gotta work for it. I think there's a lot of anime like that. I think Slime teaches you a lot of stuff. You're not just gonna be hand fed everything, and you're not just gonna be, that's what anime teaches you. Hard work gets you somewhere. Granted, a lot of anime, it's not really hard work because they are the reincarnation of gods, Naruto. But, it teaches you that also friendship and having a community around you is a big deal and is something that you should strive to have, which is people around you, good people around you, and that be a good person and stuff like that. Now, not every anime is gonna also the stories in some of these anime are just ridiculously good. I think Reincarnated of a Slime is really good. I think ReZero is really good. I think I would never think of these twists that they do in ReZero. I would never think of, making a mentally unstable character as the main character of ReZero. I would never think of that. And the way that they, take these IP and make them, and the whole worlds are just beautiful. And yes, I have my gripes with anime, and I love the fact that it has got as popular as it is, and I love, I've watched probably damn near 400 shows now, and what I've learned a lot is not every anime is worth watching, and I'm not going to say it is, and as a media, there's a lot more of it than, I feel like there's Western, and also, my favorite anime are the ones where they don't try to treat you like you're a child, which I'm not a child, I'm a full-grown adult, but I feel like that happens a lot in anime or Western, cartoons, is that they've treated it like it's for children, which it is, and anime is technically for children too most of the time. But there's also you got Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is one of the best stories ever written, and it's about a kid, and he goes from wanting to get revenge to what that revenge does to that character, and season 2, and how he has to realize revenge isn't worth it. He got his revenge, but it wasn't satisfying. He didn't, that wasn't what he wanted. And he lost something, and the way that story portrays that is excellent. What Naruto was originally trying to tell was excellent too. Naruto was telling you, if you work hard enough, if you try hard enough, you can be the underdog. But then you realize, after watching most of the show, that he was never really the underdog. He came from a prestigious family. Yes, he might be a goofball weirdo, he might be that, but he was never really that. He was never really, a loser and stuff. That resonates with a lot of people, and it's just incredible. And I'd be like, I do like Naruto. I just don't like the way that it ended. I think the ending was fucking awful. And yeah, I don't think that's how you should end a story, but I don't think there's a lot of anime that, end stories well. And then you got, what Full Metal Alchemist teaches you, which is brotherhood. Like, seriously, like, he would ride Alphonse and, oh God, I forgot the other one's name, because I haven't watched it in such a long time. But, like, those two's bond together. Oh, Al and Alphonse. Those two's bond as, like, brothers is unbreakable. And, like, he was going to do anything to get his brother's body back. He was going to sacrifice anything he had to sacrifice to get his brother's body back. And I'd be like, I think that is, like, that's good storytelling. That's what you want out of a series like that. For it to be critically acclaimed and, like, loved as much as it is incredible, and it should be. It's a masterpiece. And, like, you got Chainsaw Man, which is, if you take out all the sexual stuff, is incredible. He is a, loser, and, like, he doesn't have anything. And for him to work as hard as he does, and then, like, this twists and turns and all that stuff in Chainsaw Man, which I'm not going to spoil Chainsaw Man, but I do believe you should read or watch it. It is peak. Like, then you got, like, even, like, you got Demon Slayer that teaches you stuff. You got JJK. You got all these anime that are like, if you work hard, you will get there. And, like, but they're also kind of the chosen ones, kind of, like, it's not just about hard work. It's not just about that. But, like, yeah. I mean, anime is just, it's just built different, man. It's just, truly and honestly is. And, like, you got, like, One Piece, like, I'll talk about this again. Like, you got the dreams of every member of the crew, and they're not gonna, Luffy can't do it without these people. Luffy can't do it. He can't become what he wants to become if he doesn't have his, the generational people backing him that he has backing him. And, it's just, you get it. And also, like, most for isekais, it's like you get reincarnated in this world. But, like, they're kind of overpowered, but it's like, you can start anew, you can do it again, you can do all this stuff. You are that bitch. You are that, boss. And, like, I wish American cartoons would do this more. And I wish American cartoons would tell a story, a cohesive, like, story. Like, some of the best cartoons that we have are the ones that actually tell a story. Actually, don't. Like, Adventure Time is a great cartoon, and it actually tells a story. Regular Show actually tells a story. It's not, you got to have, but, like, I want a cohesive story, like, an anime. And, like, it is the generational, like, time. I'm like, people were getting made fun of and bullied and shit for watching this stuff. And now it's, like, the biggest media of all fucking time, bro. Like, because people understand, people get the fact that the storytelling is just on another level. Like, yeah, there's bad anime, but there's so much anime. Like, I don't think American cartoons have, like, even a quarter of what fucking Japanese people have done and how much stuff there is. And there's a genre, and I believe there is an anime for everyone, to be completely honest with you. I think that is the most true statement I have ever made in my entire life. I don't think there's a person on this planet that could actually sit here and tell me they have watched, that they hate anime, because it's all, anime is different. You got your isekais, you got all this stuff. Like, I love that. I love that it is the most, welcoming thing on the face of the planet. Like, we can't gatekeep this. The matter is, like, there isn't just, shonen. And, like, yes, everybody believes that shonen is, the big dog. It is the big dog. It is the genre that, everybody knows. It's the big one. But I'm like, there's also, like, some of the greatest romance series ever told. And, like, my only gripe is I wish they were more, like, adult romance series. And I think when they don't just focus on children, I think it is incredibly good. And I'm like, you don't have, like, these, like, generational runs. Like Shonen has had some of the greatest series of all time. It's the greatest genre of all time. And to have the schedule that these people have and to do what they do and to make the products that they make, it's on another level. And we have to, accept the fact that this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Have to. We're in a generation where media is shared so easily, and media is incredibly vast and stuff, and you can't doubt the fact that it is that easy to do and that easy to have a generational run like this, and have your One Piece, your Black Clover. Black Clover is great. It has some of the best teamwork I've ever seen in any anime, and for it to be not talked about at all is kind of insane to me, because it just ended, and it's it's one of those series that I can't. Hosta is very much work hard, believe in yourself, and you will get there. Then he gets kind of overpowered because he has the most overpowered ability in the entire series. But there isn't another Hosta. There isn't. This is it. This is the series that it's just it's up there with the GOATs, man. It seriously is. And to have a series like this, be this great and be this incredible is just on another level. And Doflamingo from One Piece is one of the greatest written villains he is. And for him, he fell from the Holy Land, he fell from grace, and he just couldn't handle it. And you got Kuma, who is has every right to be a fucking villain, has every single right to be a fucking villain, and isn't one. As much as people want to believe he is, he isn't. Until that is a contrast that would never go. America thinks you're an idiot. America thinks that especially in its media, that you don't understand what's going on. Japanese people don't spoon feed you the answers, what you think, what you should. That doesn't happen as often. It still happens, but those aren't the good ones. The good ones don't spoon feed you. A lot of the good media in America spoon feeds you the answer because they think you're too stupid to understand the fact that this happened for this reason and this is why. I love that about anime. I love that we can't gatekeep it. I love that it's a generational thing, and I love that people don't understand that it's an incredible art form. It's one of the best of all time, and I believe that wholeheartedly. That there's nothing you could say or do that would convince me that anime isn't the GOAT. It will always be the GOAT. And for something Dragon Ball, I don't even like Dragon Ball, but I understand the amount of impact it had and the amount of people it brought into the media, and I'm that's on a generational stand. It's on a generational high. I don't understand why people like it, but then you got JoJo's, which teaches you a lot of things. Just be your fucking self. That's one of the biggest things that anime has taught anyone, is be yourself, be proud of yourself, be proud of what you have done and what you have accomplished, which I've really needed in my life. I definitely need it now, but it's that kind of stuff is so incredible to me and so inspirational, and you can't even comprehend how many more great series are going to come out and great things are going to come from this genre, and it shapes a generation. It shaped my generation and how we think and how we talk and how we do everything. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.